You are not here to be an extra in someone else's movie. You're the main character, the director, the writer, the editor. So why are you living like you're just another blurry face in the background? Think about this. Every legendary story you've ever read or watched, every hero's journey, every transformation arc, every rise from the ashes narrative started with one simple decision. I refuse to live small. And maybe, just maybe, today is the day you decide the same. Because the truth is, your life isn't a rehearsal. This is it. The camera is rolling, the lights are on, the stage is yours. Now the only question is, are you ready to walk like the main character? What is main character energy? Main character energy isn't about arrogance. It's not about being loud, flashy, or the center of attention for the sake of ego. It's about living with intention. It's about owning your story and no longer apologizing for taking up space in your own life. Main character energy is the mindset that says, I set the tone. I choose the narrative. I am the author of my destiny. In psychological terms, it relates to locus of control, the belief that you, not external circumstances, shape your life. Brené Brown said, you either walk inside your story and own it, or you stand outside your story and hustle for your worthiness. Why most people don't live like the main character? Most people live like side characters because it's safer. There's less pressure, fewer eyes on you, and fewer chances to fail spectacularly. But here's the truth. Comfort zones are seductive prisons. Living small doesn't protect you from pain. It protects you from growth. The fear of judgment, failure, or even success often paralyzes people. So they shrink. They dim their light. They wait for someone else to lead. But in waiting, they forget who they are. Miles Monroe said, the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without purpose. How to activate your main character energy. This isn't about faking confidence or pretending to be perfect. It's about aligning with your truest, boldest self. Here's how. 1. Know your values. Ask yourself, what do I stand for? What do I want to be remembered for? Clarity creates power. When you live in alignment with your values, decisions become easier and your energy becomes magnetic. 2. Design your narrative. Main characters don't drift, they decide. Write your goals like chapters. Treat every setback as a plot twist, not a failure. Speak about your life like it matters, because it does. 3. Romanticize your life. You don't need a movie budget to live a cinematic life. Watch the sunrise like it's the first time. Dress like you're stepping into a scene. Make your coffee like it's your morning ritual before a big adventure. Main character energy is about presence, seeing the beauty in the ordinary and choosing to live with wonder. 4th, set boundaries like royalty. Main characters are not always available, and that's okay. You don't owe your time, energy, or attention to everyone. Be selective. Be intentional. Remember, Tony Gaskin said, you teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. The psychology behind it. Neuroscience shows us that identity shapes behavior. When you believe you're the main character, your brain rewires your actions to match. Your posture changes, your tone changes, your decisions become more aligned. This is the power of self-image in psychology. In essence, you become what you repeatedly believe. Tony Robbins said, the strongest force in the human personality is the need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves. So define yourself as powerful, as worthy, as capable, then act accordingly. The main character's inner world. The real energy isn't in being seen, it's in seeing yourself fully, truthfully, lovingly. Accept your flaws, own your past, believe in your future, and remember, you're allowed to rewrite the script. Just because you've lived a certain way until now doesn't mean you can't begin again. You don't need permission. You need a decision. Somewhere in the world, someone is waiting for your story to inspire theirs. But they'll never see it unless you start living it out loud. So take the leap, wear the crown, walk like you mean it. Because you are not here to blend in. You're here to lead, to live, to light the path for others. You are the main character. Now act like it.